No.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Zero Interest. This time we're doing Mob Psycho 100, episode 8, The Older Brother Bows Destructive Intent.
Woo.
Take it away.
So, this one starts with a bit more context for things that we already saw. So, Mob and what's her name that no one cares about, she's being gross, and they're still doing the Esper watching thing. Not finding anyone. She's getting a little suspicious that he may be just, like, kind of fibbing to her, that he actually saw someone and didn't tell her, which is correct. But what's his name? Turkey shows up, and he's like, hey, can I borrow this guy for a bit? For reasons. And grabs Mob and says, hey, someone's been using your name to fight people, so I figured you should probably know about that. He goes to your school, so there you go. And
Yeah.
basically the scene where we left off in the last episode. Then I think it's immediately intro. Then comes back and bit more exposition on the whole what's going on thing. And Turkey decides to leave because he realizes they're brothers. I'm
not so bored as to watch brothers fight.
None of my business. So I'm just gonna get gone. So Mob's like, what's the deal with the unconscious and semi-conscious people? And baby brother is like, hey, yeah, I totally did this. His mom's like, no, you wouldn't do something like that. You're great. You're baby brother. And he's, no, I totally did this. I unlocked psychic powers and stuff. And also, I kind of hate you, and I'm afraid of you. That's why I pretended to be the nice big brother, little brother, rather, because you terrified me, and I needed to make sure you didn't explode like you did that one time again, because you freaked me the fuck out. So, yeah. But now that I have psychic powers, fuck you, basically. I don't need to be afraid of you anymore.
Yeah, I have no interest in you.
Yeah.
Mob does congratulate him for his powers. He's like, oh yeah, you always wanted them.
Yeah.
And Ritsu says all that, and Mob's like, yeah, no, I know that's a lie. But probably half of it is true.
Some of that was true. Yeah. Yeah, the bit about fearing him was probably absolutely fucking true. It's bits of evidence throughout the show so far. But Mob walked past him and apologizes to all of the beat-up thugs. And says, like, sorry, my brother kicked your ass. I'm his big brother. I
hope you can all continue to be friends with him.
Yeah. And baby brother's like, what the fuck are you doing? And the thugs start getting up and like, okay. So that's not enough for us now that we have fucking superiority. Someone's apologizing. That means we're better than them. Because delinquent mindset. So
Grovel.
Dogiza, get down on the ground and kneel. And beg for our forgiveness. Which he does. Baby brother is not enthused about this. And is like, why are you doing this? We're so much stronger than them. They should not be dictating terms like this. At which point, Hoodie decides to jump down. I'm just going to call him Hoodie from now on.
Yeah, he gets a call from another team member who cleared out the research base pretty handily.
Psychic sword, which I really like. It's like Mordenkainen's sword. It's fucking great. The sword goes...
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. We're fucking nerds, okay? Yes, D&D spells. Fuck off.
Yep, D&D, yep.
So, I really was a fan of that spell, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
So he's like, yeah, I dealt with everything over on this end, so you need to grab the kid and go. Also, send a photo to make sure it's the right kid. Yeah, that's Kageyama Shigeo. So, yeah.
Impersonating Mob has really done wonders for Ritsu.
Well, wonders, yes. I guess I guess in the kind of sense of may you live in interesting times. I guess it has done wonders for him. Um, so yeah, Hoodie jumps down and he's like, "Yeah," slams Baby Brother's face into the concrete, and by into I mean buried into the concrete. He's like, "Yeah, you're absolutely right, kid. It should be the strong that dictate everything to everyone else." So, yeah, I'm gonna take this kid and we're gonna go. Bye, everybody.
Mob grabs the guy's shoulder to try to be like, "Hey, that's my brother," and the counter goes up, spiking up like really fast up to like 50 or
I
60 or something.
I said like at the beginning of this episode when Baby Brother was doing his little speech of "I don't fucking care about you anymore. I was afraid of you. You're not a real brother. You were a fucking monster." I was expecting Mob to go from like 4 to 100. I forgot about the hoodie dude that was probably going to step in.
Hmm.
But part of my prediction was more or less right. Uh, so
Yeah,
yeah,
Mob gets punched through a wall, and
yeah.
then the hoodie dude
He's like, whoops. Well, if he dies, he's just unlucky. So I'm just gonna just sort of wade my way through these fucking punks. Who cares? Uh,
also grovel to me,
yeah,
or else I'll kill you.
yeah. Some of the punks are like, hey, fucking, who the fuck are you? And he just stomps them into the ground. Um, Starts wading his way through them, and they sort of back off. Except one guy's just sort of, it's like, what do you want? I'm just looking, dude. Just, it's like, get down on the ground and beg for my mercy. Yeah. And they do in a ring around him,
Hmm.
which typical villain gloating. Really, it's the villain
Yeah.
gloats about how great he is, which gives the hero time to recover, so to speak. Hero, um, because he's not a traditional like hero character, is what I mean by that.
Hmm.
Despite having heroic tendencies, so Mob is up and about again, and pissed.
Yeah, for the first time you hear Mob just scream Ritsu's name, and he just charges.
Yeah. Oh, also at some point Bob is like, "Oh shit, things are going down. I should probably get that other guy back." Yeah, that
Yeah,
happened at some point. So psychic brawl essentially.
Mob gets the crap beat out of him
Yeah,
because this guy can punch through
to
barriers.
start with, Bob does okay because this guy doesn't know that Mob is psychic. Um, but then he starts doing actual psychic techniques like I don't know, it looked like a fucking pressure gauge for a punch, only with psychic power or some shit. I don't know.
It's like a
Um,
psychic helix or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and that works well. It do goo. It do goo. Um, and yeah, so Mob is getting the crap kicked out of him, or punched out of him, technically speaking.
hmm
Well, there's some kicks in there. And Richard's like, stop, please. I'll go. I promise. We cool? And he's like,
then the guy hits his brother.
no, we're not cool. We're not cool. I am a dickhead. So I'm gonna beat the shit out of your brother, and then we're gonna go. Cool? Cool. You can't do anything about it anyway.
uh, yeah, he hits
Yeah.
Ritsu, and Mob begins to go 100.
Yeah, I think he was at 90 before when he actually
Yeah,
started to do work. But then he hits 100, and things turn around a little bit, and then animation happens. So much animation happens.
Yep.
Oh, baby. Like, I was like, okay. They sort of do a pan up through the buildings, and it looks really like simple artwork, but the animation on it is cool. And then they drive themselves through a building several floors, and
And like you also see mob forms a barrier around the building too at the same time, so that glass doesn't go flying everywhere into the street and yeah, only destroys the
he
building.
has like the emotion that was the explosion was animosity, but it was very, very focused animosity. He wants to fuck this guy up in particular. So,
Mob at one point, he says, "I don't like using my psychic powers on people, but this is different because if your family member is going to basically get kidnapped and is getting just the crap beat out of them, that's a point where he's now fighting. He can't just stand by and watch that."
So, Mob seems to do okay for most of it. Then, Hoodie decides to do his. I really should call him lip piercing at this point because he doesn't have the hoodie anymore. He uses his special move. It's like psychic bomb or something. I don't know.
Yeah, power bomb or something.
Power bomb is a very different thing, but yes.
Psychic power bomb. Yeah.
It's not. It's a punch to the gut with psychic power. It's not a power bomb.
Worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. So he does that and knocks Mob out. And he's like,
Well,
"Oh, okay. So time to leave."
he actually uses a spray thing.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. Yeah.
It's like, it's a knife. It's nope, spray. It's like, I hate using this from that guy, but whatever. Okay, we're out of here.
At this point, the delinquents have figured out that Mob is white tea poison. Still a funny name. And they're cheering for him, and that's why they want to about the knife. But now they're kind of like, okay, we kind of don't want to let this guy get away, but we can't do a fucking thing against whatever the fuck that just was. So,
Yeah.
basically,
Hoodie guy is like, yeah, I'm gonna have to make you all die and disappear because you have seen my face. And then Mob gets back
everything
up.
that just happened, and you can't tell people about that because we're a secret society. Mob gets back up, and Hoodie is like, nope, and just spring jumps all the way to the fucking roof, and he's gone.
I'm not gonna fight that question mark %.
Yeah, so at this point, Turkey shows up and is like, yeah, you delinquents that are being, like, cheer squad right now, you need to step the fuck back because he's a little,
He's
frazzled.
still very dangerous.
Yeah. So, I'm sure you're happy, and I'm sure he'd be appreciative if she was conscious. But, yeah, we're gonna take care of him now. Please, thank you. So at this point, we go back to Mob's house, kind of. Mob's dreaming about baby brother and all the times where he's seemingly being concerned about Mob's well-being, but context says more concerned about, is he gonna explode? He seems troubled, and trouble is bad.
Did anything happen? Are you okay? Are you okay? Every single time he shows up in the show prior to his arc starting, that's all he really says.
Which makes him seem considerate if you don't have the context. So Mob wakes up and is like, oh, beehive. Also, he doesn't actually say that, but I would have.
No.
And Bob's there, and he's like, what the fuck? Did you die? So explanations happen for what exactly happened to baby brother in the interim.
The organization of Claw, which are a group of espers that manufacture other espers. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was thinking when I first heard it. No joke. The Claw. But, frickin', I can't. I can't.
Do you think it's run by
So
Doctor
yeah,
Law?
it's run by somebody. Uh, they have a whole story. I won't go into that. But
Okay, so
uh,
um,
yeah,
yeah, they
uh,
give him the whole rundown of everything that happened. Claw's a dangerous organization of espers that all they basically brainwash young espers and make them soldiers. They're not as good as like natural ones that just have their powers because they're good at
yeah.
it.
They
But
can manufacture and force Esper powers to awaken.
and yeah, don't do nothing. Like Turkey fought one once, and that's how he knows about it. But it's a dangerous organization. You will die if you try and tangle with them. And Mob's like, I don't care. Kind of have to, baby brother, etc.
I think I can win.
And Bob explains where baby brother's been and how he unlocked his powers with the research institute.
Hmm.
So they go there, find everyone unconscious or dead, and they find the guy that was running it, and he's like, "Ah, fuck," basically.
Hmm.
Um, we get more exposition of everything that happened, yada yada yada, and then okay, we're gonna go save baby brother, and transition to what's happening to baby brother currently. They are being led through a forest uh, with all the other trainee kids, uh,
Hmm.
and they get to a facility and such. And Hoodie is now getting pissy because he lost so badly.
Worth noting, and this is like it doesn't seem that important, but there was a short scene with Reagan.
That
Uh,
is true. Yeah, with the yeah, he does a massage thing again. Is there
but
importance to it?
he notices that Mob didn't show up to work, and he normally is always on time.
Also true.
So that'll be important later on. So
I love this show.
yeah,
I
it's
love this
good,
show.
right?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Uh, I really wanted to do this episode because there's a lot of good character stuff, but the animation is just amazing in this episode in particular.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
they're gonna do some pretty impressive fights up ahead, but that was one of the best animated sequences in the entire show, and it's really worth just looking and watching over and over again.
So, at this point, I haven't watched One Punch Man.
Hmm.
How do the two shows stack up? Because I'm actually at this point kind of finding it hard to believe that One Punch Man would be better despite being more popular.
Uh, the from what I've seen both of them. I've read the manga for both of them extensively. Uh, Mob Psycho 100 is more focused, and it's more about the character developing. It's a lot more about the characters and the characters around him. One Punch Man goes more into comedy a lot more, but there is character stuff and character development to an extent. But it's more about a higher level of action and comedy.
Okay,
So they're both really good, and they both have their strong points. It's really more of a preference thing than anything else.
fair enough. So, yeah. Also, generic mysterious organization setup, yada yada. It's not as or more engaging than any other generic mysterious organization setup that I have seen. Fairly standard
But
boilerplate, but yeah.
there's payoff. I feel because the way this organization, like by the end of the show, the way this organization was kind of handled, I think is fairly unique.
Hmm.
Um, Again, the organization is pretty big, so they're going to be appearing in season 2 as well.
Hmm.
But like having read the manga, I know what started the whole organization, and I think that's what makes it stand out the most. I think.
Okay. Remains to be seen. But yeah, for now, there's nothing overly wrong with it, but there's nothing overly right with it either. It's just there. So.
Yeah, one likes to introduce things that seem kind of generic or tropey and then subvert them in a lot of ways. For example, the telepathy club gets subverted by the body improvement club, so that's all I'm going to say.
All right. So that's pretty much that episode, and we're going to actually stop recording for today and pick this back up another time. So
yeah. With we'll have only 4 episodes left.
He does the outro.
Yeah. Okay.
Outro. I'm telling you to.
Okay. I'm telling. Hold on. Gosh. You're just pushing me into this. Yeah. Okay. We'll see you guys next time.
Do the thing.
We'll see you guys next time. Zero Interest with Mob Psycho, Episode 9, Claw, 7th Division.
The Claw.
The Claw. Ooh.